everybody. Welcome to Whiskey Gingers on Deck with Jeff. This week, just to, as if the cruise wasn't enough of a change of pace, for whatever the reason, the bar let us get 3 glasses of McKallan. This is McKallan Quest. Now, Chris has had every McKallan on the boat, but for Jeff and I, this is the second McKallan. We had the 18, and then we have the Quest today.
Which we've been blessed to have the 18. The 18 was amazing. The fact of the matter is, it was quite more affordable for us to get it on the boat than it was for us to get it off the boat. I happen to be sitting on a bottle of the McKallan 18 at home, but I would not be opening it just willy-nilly. So it's good that we got to try it, and it makes me look forward to it that much more when we do finally open it on land.
Yeah, so if we were to just buy a shot of the McKallan on its own, I think it was, what, 40 per shot?
The 18 was 40 to 50, I think, somewhere around there.
So it would have been 40 per glass. Thanks to the cruise and our beverage package, we're on the paying like 20-something.
20-something, yeah. Which to be honest, is way more than I would ever spend for a shot on land. But
no. And what's crazy is, like, McKallan Quest is a great liquor, and this was included.
Agreed.
So, my question for you guys. When you go into the liquor store and you're looking at McKallan, do you ever notice different classes, or do you typically go to the 12, 15, 18?
So typically, when I go into the liquor store and look at McKallan, I go, there's McKallan, and I walk right on by it.
Obviously, but I just mean, have you ever sat by and window shopped and noticed? For me,
I've
I've
never
noticed.
seen the named ones.
I haven't either. That was my question.
So we've noticed here on the boat they have, and this could be something that we don't have a particularly large access to in our area where we live at home, but they have the 12, the 15, and the 18 McKallan, which we've all seen at home.
Yeah, that's all I'd
I'd
imagine.
imagine.
I've never seen a Quest.
But then they also have Quest, Lumina, Enigma, and Terra.
Yeah, that was the other one.
And the only order I messed up there, I think, is the Enigma is the highest of those. In my opinion, it was more equivalent to the 18 than anything. But I guess question of viewers at home is, have you guys also seen those? Maybe we're just out of the loop a little bit. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and we're sitting here thinking like that the 18 so far has been kind of the highlight of what we've had.
Yeah.
I mean, do we understand the names correctly? Is Terra the top tier? Is Enigma the top? Like, is our order accurate or not?
We may be totally off. We're going based on the prices that we've seen here and the first time we've seen those prices.
Yeah.
So, very interesting. But I think without keeping you guys waiting, we're going to give this a try.
All right, we're going to do a God damn it, Jeff on 3. God damn it, Jeff.
God damn it, Jeff.
Where was the 1, 2, 3?
It worked out.
Very good.
That's a tough part with McKallan. Like, the 18 blew me away, and I know this isn't the same, but
It's still very good.
yeah, it's not like, oh, this isn't the 18 to me.
For those at home, what we've priced this bottle in particular at, we did a little bit of research. It looked like it ranged from about $1.40 to $1.60 in price. So it could fall within that range. That's well over what Brandon and I would usually spend money on for a bottle.
It's about triple.
Yeah, about triple what we usually spend on a bottle. But we've splurged every now and again. Like we did the Blanton's, which was a pretty expensive bottle as well.
Eagle Rare wasn't cheap.
But that's a great question. How do you compare this to Blanton's? I know they're two vastly different.
Well, yeah, this is a Scotch as
This is a
compared
Scotch
to...
versus
To a bourbon, right?
Yeah.
So, my question, the better question maybe for you,
Go fuck yourself, Chris. The better question is...
it's like apples and oranges.
Yeah, I agree.
How do you compare this to the 18?
That's a great question.
The only other one you got.
So, it's so tough for me to judge because the 18 was my first ever McKallan. And
We're
it's something
spoiled
that...
right out the gate.
It's something that we held in such high regard because we knew we had it in the arsenal and it wasn't going to be touched until like a life-changing event. So the 18 for me is always going to be the top. Whether it tastes better or not, it was just such an experience to finally get to have it.
And to be completely fair, shout out to our good friend over there, Andrew, that he really made it an exciting experience for us.
Yeah.
Made it very fun.
We had a bartender who went above and beyond for us to last with McKallan 18.
It was almost like angel music going off in the background.
It was an experience. We're like, this tastes absolutely delicious,
Yeah.
but it's like your first time doing anything. Like, it never compares. Like, that's not taking anything away from this. This
Notice that I remember right off the bat first smelling it. It had a very crisp smell to it.
yeah.
Like it was aged. This one has a little bit more of a bite than the 18 did.
Yeah, it's a little bit less smooth for sure, but I'm sure it's not aged 18.
Still an equal level of flavor though.
Yeah.
the flavors are very consistent, and I think that's important when you go from like whiskey to whiskey. You can tell this is McKallan.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
I'm sure you guys could agree
It's a
with that.
$150 bottle, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just think even like the key notes that you would get in a McKallan, I feel like I taste that flavor of it. Just like I would say, I could taste Jameson and say, oh, that's Jameson. It's not just Irish whiskey. I know that that's Jameson. It's got their flavor to it. So, yeah, years of abuse from Jameson.
Yeah, but it's still sensational.
Well, I think that it's absolutely amazing that we get to do this on the boat itself.
True.
Let's give a quick summary of what you guys think your best memory on the boat was.
I mean, so the most fun I think we had as like a group had to either be like that day one feeling when like it's your first day vacation, you're wired and you just blow it out.
We went hard.
Yeah, like day one was pretty sick, and then getting to do the private island adults only pool as a friend group was pretty sick.
I agree. What do you think, Jeff?
I love the pub. Brings back that old English
Shout out to the
Irish.
Copper and Kettle.
Yeah. The Irish pub was, an English pub rather, was awesome. And then I have to go snorkeling. You know me. I'm a water bug.
Amazing.
Even going on the private island and getting to go right around the cove, somewhere you didn't expect to see many fish.
There were some as high as my arm in there.
We saw fish, crabs, all sorts of different wildlife.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I agree. I gotta say, I think the best part was just spending it with my good friends and enjoying the whole thing. Every experience we had was a lot of fun. I think going from bar to bar was fun. We had some bar crawls in mind, and we wound up kind of just doing them at a slower pace throughout the whole trip. Hitting every single spot and just getting to know everybody that we ran into. It was a fun trip. I think overall it was a huge success.
Yeah.
We'll definitely include some like B-roll in here, a couple pictures if we can, of different areas on the ship so we can fill you guys in as well.
I think we have a picture of the three of us trying McKallan.
We do.
So that'll go on the page. This will go on the page. We don't have internet right now, so this will all be added later.
And also, you have pictures of every bottle you tried on the ship.
I do, yeah. So I have a couple. We'll do the Chris's McKallan tour.
Yeah, so we'll take a video of
Chris McKallan.
King Chris McKallan.
Chris's whiskey tour. Somebody down that end just got some McKallan as well. Who looks like he's wearing a bike racing suit indoors, which is certainly a choice.
Love it. Amazing. Well, without further ado, guys, we appreciate you joining us on this special.
Thanks for coming along with us.
Cheers to y'all.